Hey guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with my May TBR. I cannot believe it's May, and I feel like I was just talking to a friend. I was like, June releases are so far away. Like, these authors haven't published in a while, and I'm like, June is in a month. So like Elsie Silver's coming out the book in June. I was like, wow, it's been a while since she's had a release, and that's like months from now that her new book is coming out. No, it's not. This month is flying by and it's already almost summer. So I am very excited for that. I am very excited for my reading plans in May. I have some new releases that I'm excited for. I feel like my TBR is a little smaller than normal. I'm going to give myself permission to just read whatever I want and read authors that I'm dying to read. So I never stick to my TBRs anyway, but I have some fun books to read, so I'll go ahead and get to them. So the first one is for Historical Hellions. We are reading Devil's Bride by Stephanie Lawrence. I've already read this, so I might do audio if it's on audio, but I remember loving this, so I'm really excited to reread it with friends and possibly continue on in the series. This one is a story where they get stranded together with a dead body and have to have a marriage of convenience. So he is definitely an overprotective hero. It's a really fun story. Love the setback as well. So very excited to read that one. I'm filming this a little bit early, so Lacey and I have not picked yet Ravished by Romance. We will do that. We always wait till the last minute to do that one. But then I'm gonna go and check. I do have to read 2 books for my Patreon. I just posted that about an hour ago. So I do an exclusive reading log for them every month, and they pick out of the 5 I give them what book they want me to read and what audiobook they want me to read for a video. So both of them, I was not expecting this at all. They are by far like 80% this book is winning. So the first one is the last book I have on Catherine Cowell's Backlist. So I gave them 5 options and I'm shocked by this. So far, it's only been up for an hour, but already 30 people have voted and they have voted for Further to Fall. So I'm assuming this is gonna win if already 80% of people want me to read this. This is her first book and I've chatted with her about it. I have not read it yet. I've read every other book she's written except for this one, because this one is not really on brand for her. So this was her first book. It's not small town. I'm pretty sure it's not even, I've never even read the synopsis. It's not romantic suspense. It's just like, and it's even like, it's got a glossy cover. Like, it just doesn't even feel like one of her books. And I understand authors grow a lot and evolve and change with their writing. So this one is an up and coming MMA fighter. How did I not know that? And a teacher trying to make the world a better place. So one night a mistake tears them apart. So they lose each other, and now he's one of the top fighters in the world, determined to win her back. I would have never guessed that she would have written this book. So if you know Catherine Cowell, she's small town romantic suspense. This one is not, but this one sounds so good. Okay, I'm really excited to read this now. Thank you, Patreon, for voting for this book. You guys are the best. And then the other one that is winning, and it's 70%, is going to be Lotus by Jennifer Hartman. I almost didn't put this on here because I didn't want to listen to it and I wanted to read it physically, but I've just been putting it off for too long that I need to just listen to the audiobook, and that's going to be Lotus, and I'm so excited. I've been meaning to read Lotus for so long now. I've been meaning to read Lotus for so long, so I definitely just have to get on it. And this one, he was kidnapped and now he is back like into reality. He was saved or rescued or escaped, I don't know, but he's been kidnapped most of his life. So that's this story. I've heard amazing things about it, so I'm very excited to read it. Okay, I also have some releases / arcs I want to read. So I have Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I actually got an arc of this when I went to Denver. Have had no time to read it, and this one is a Dragon Rider Academy romance where they're like dragon riding school, and it's fantasy, and I love Rebecca Yarros. I think this is gonna be good. I don't know if it's gonna be emotional or not, but the audio is also narrated by Teddy Hamilton. I don't know if that means I'm gonna read it, but on audio, but I do have the arc. That's the one that's like behind me that I forgot to grab, but it's under a bunch of stuff. Also, I had no idea Ella Mays had a new book coming out. So this one is Charlie, Love, and Cliches. I don't know what this one's about, but this one she was supposed to release like a year or 2 ago. I fell in love with her when oh my gosh, what was it called? Marriage for One. I read an arc of that book and fell in love with her books, read her whole backlist, and I think I read her whole backlist, and she hasn't written in a couple years, so I had no idea this was coming out. Very excited for that. I love her. And then we have Under the Stars by Laura Pavlov. This one, I'm just finished. I'm in the middle of book 1, and so I'm like, Laura, I gotta read your new book because it is so good. I'm really enjoying Into the Tide. She is Small Town Romance. That was Best Friend's brother. So this one is, I love her covers too. They are so, so pretty. This one doesn't even have a synopsis. So let's go to Instagram. She just had this new release and I was like, I haven't read it yet and her new one's coming out soon. So comes out in 4 weeks. It is, Assistant. And it's Grump Sunshine. He moved to the small town to run a family business. He needs to hire a new PA, and he is super grumpy. She is sunshine and irritating and amazing at her job, and that's the romance. So it's From Sunshine, workplace romance, small town. So that one is gonna be really good. And then I have Samantha Young's new book, which hopefully it's come in the mail. So she sent me a copy of it, which I'm super, super excited for, but I had to be there to sign it since it's coming from from Scotland, because that's where she's from. And this one hopefully then is coming today. So it was supposed to come Friday, but I wasn't here, and then I like had to send the signed thing to the post office, and then hopefully they're bringing it back. So this one comes out very, very soon, May 2nd. So this comes out May 2nd, same as Rebecca Yarros's, and I'm pretty sure it is a bodyguard romance. And small town, age gap, Scottish Highlands, single mom on the run, one of my favorite tropes. Bodyguard, Grump Sunshine, spicy, no strings. Like, sell me anymore. You can't. So it was one of her graphics that she posted. I love knowing the tropes, so I'm very excited for that one. Hopefully my copy comes soon. If not, I will be reading it on release day because I want to read that soon. So those are all of the early copies that I want to read. Not necessarily that I'm getting arcs of, but I'm going to read them on release day. So then I have a couple of my authors that I've been meaning to check out. So Tori and I are doing a read along for this series by Corinne Michaels. I don't remember the title of this series, but the first one's Help Me Remember. There's only 3 books in it, and we're having our live show later in April. I will link below the Instagram post that we did, but I did recently get the audio of this one. This is an amnesia romance. I'm definitely excited for the rest of them. I believe they're all small town, but this one is brother's best friend, amnesia. I think her brother was murdered, and she is the only one who witnessed it, but she has amnesia, so she doesn't know what happened. So this one sounds really good. I'm very excited to read it for our read along. We're reading all 3 in that series, but that's just the first one. I had The Badge by Lena Hendricks. I read one look and I enjoyed it, so I want to read more from her, and this one is more romantic suspense. So I think I'm gonna actually like this more than her small town one, because I've just been loving romantic suspense. And this one, I think they go to a like ranch where fugitives live, like on the run people, and they fall in love. So he traded his life with the Chicago Mafia to save his sister, so that's why he has to move and like be undercover and like hiding, and she was sent to the remote town and he had saved her life. So this one sounds so good. I hope I love it. I also have Wild Ever After by Rebecca Jenshak. This one is a marriage of convenience romance. So she was engaged to someone else yesterday, and her fiance dumped her, but she needs to marry someone, so they're engaged, and she is the coach's daughter's best friend. And I just read the coach's daughter's romance, which is book 1, so I'm excited to read this one. Love Rebecca Jenshak's hockey romances. I also have Beautifully Broken Vows by S.J. Cavaletti. This one is a marriage of convenience, small town, or like fake fiance. It's one of those, and she had to like sign, he's a billionaire, fake marriage situation. I've been loving those lately, so that's why I want to read that one, and I really love that cover. I also have From the Embers. Okay, so I'm going to do, let me grab these, an angsty reading vlog. So I didn't grab it. I have not been grabbing all the books I need for this video. Oh, it's because I put it in the wrong pile. That's why I didn't see it. Okay. I'm going to be doing an angsty romance reading vlog. So I will tell you some of the books now, and they're on my TBR. So we have The Summer We Fell by Elizabeth O'Rourke. This one is a very angsty romance. Everybody has been telling me I will love it. I think that it was her boyfriend's best friend. Yes. So it's an angsty second chance. I know it flips between the past and the present. I think I'm going to love that one. Then we have, I grabbed the wrong Julie Ann book. We have If This Is Love. This one I've seen the most mixed reviews on, but I think I'm gonna really love this one. This one, they live on a farm, and I think there's like a lot of trauma that happened to her, and I think he might be older, and that's all I know. He's a cowboy. So a man she loves, I don't know if it's a hero, is marrying someone else. So this one I think is gonna be super, super angsty. That's why I have that on my TBR as well. I also have Black Swan Affair by K.L. Krieg. This one is a sister's fiance romance, and I think she gets revenge by marrying his brother. So messy, angsty. People have told me I'm gonna love it. I have not read it yet. I need to. And then I don't know if this would count, From the Embers by Ali Martinez. Let me know if this is angsty enough to be in a video for angsty romances. I do want to read it, but they were both in a horrible fire, and I think that he thought he was rescuing his wife, but he rescued the heroine, and her husband and his wife died in the fire, so they are helping each other raise their kids together. I'm pretty sure that's what this is, and they end up falling in love. So Sounds really good. And then I have The Playlist by Morgan Elizabeth. This one I think is a road trip romance, and I think it's like kind of inspired by Taylor Swift, and it's a best friend's brother romance. Road trip, one bed, spicy rom-com. Sounds good. And I loved Tis the Season for Revenge, so I'm very excited to read this one. And then the last one on my TBR is going to be Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I do have the audio of this one. Thank you so much to Monica for gifting me the audio. I know that Zachary Weber narrated it and he was saying the best things about the audiobook. So this one I've also only seen amazing things about the hero and the story and like 5-star reviews, so I'm very, very excited. I know that her brother needs a kidney and she's a doctor, and she's been emailing this guy, and I think he is also a doctor, and he ends up offering his kidney to her brother. That's all I know, but this one I've seen everywhere and I need to read it because I loved Part of Your World and I want more, and if Zachary Weber says it's good and he's the narrator, I will for sure listen to that audiobook, so I'm very excited for that. I of course will be listening to audiobooks throughout the month. I definitely think I want to leave that up to mood reading, so I don't have like a huge list of audiobooks like I normally do, but those are the books that I hope to get to. Very big TBR, but still with room to mood read if I want to. So I'm super excited for those new releases though. Hopefully I love them. Let me know what you're excited to read and what new releases are out. I do know Catherine Cowles has a new book coming out in the 2nd. I already read that, but if you have not yet, please check out Echoes of You. It is a friends to lovers romance. She is back in town and in their small town, and she's falling back in love with him. They were best friends before, and then she moved away with her boyfriend, but they broke up, so she is back, and it's such a good romantic suspense, small town, touch when you die romance. Check it out. But that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.